Hey everyone, today we're talking about a photography saying that's a bit of a cliche but is actually very true. So there are lots of cliches in photography, such as the first 10,000 photographs you take are your worst, or the best camera that you can have is the one that you've got with you. But the one I want to talk about is actually, it sounds really simple and it's just be there, but it's really true because you can have the best photography knowledge in the world, the most amazing camera money can buy, but if you're not there, you're not going to get the shot. So I feel like I haven't done a landscape video for ages. I've come out to a fairly local area today. It's just on the edge of the Peak District, and I'm going to get some sunset shots here. And the observant among you might have realised that I'm in the camper van. It's finally done. I mentioned last week that we were getting the final bits done to this, and this is going to really help me be there because I can set up in the evening, sleep overnight, wake up for sunrise, or like tonight, I can come out, I can get a sunset shot, and I don't have to drive all the way home. I can just stay in the van overnight. So it's really useful. I'm at a location that I've not been to before, so I'm going to have to see what compositions I can find. I've got about an hour before the sun goes down. We're starting to get to golden hour now. The weather is a bit mixed. It's a little bit of cloud. It could be one of those evenings that turns out spectacular, or it could just end up really grey. But I am here, so let's go see what compositions I can find. Okay, so we are getting some not bad light. It's just poking through. I'm hoping it will get better as we get closer to sunset. So I've set up here. There's some foxgloves just down here. It's not the most amazing composition in the world, but I've got the water, got the foxgloves in the foreground, obviously the sunset in the distance. I've got the 24 to 200mm on there. At the moment I'm shooting the f8, and I've put my ISO up to 500, which is quite high considering I'm on a tripod. But there is a little bit of breeze, and I don't want everything to be blurred, all the grass and the foxgloves, so I'm getting a shutter speed of about 1/100th of a second at the moment. I should really have brought my graduated filter. I always forget that. It's not too much of a problem. I can darken the sky later in Lightroom, but it would really be better to use that graduated filter. I'll try and remember it next time. So I could go down there and get a shot with the tower in. That'd be a good subject. I don't think the light's very good on it, and I'm running out of time, to be honest, so I'm just trying to pick out some shots, zooming in with the 200mm, and just seeing what I can get, really, what compositions I can make out of it, because this one down here is nice with the foxgloves, but it's not really a good composition. The light's looking quite nice now. It's coming out from behind the cloud. It's getting really nice and golden, but it's not overpowering because you've got that cloud just blocking the bulk of it. So it is actually really interesting. I'm using matrix metering, and that's tending to do a pretty good job. It's not blowing out the sky. The rest of the image looks quite dark, but I can brighten that up later. I can pull some detail out in those shadows. I wouldn't be able to do it the other way around, exposing for the foreground and then trying to bring down the highlights in the sky. They'd just be way too overexposed and just wouldn't work at all. Okay, I'm going to try to go down really quickly to the tower, just see if I can get some kind of shot there. I'm not sure it'll be the right angle, but we'll see. Well, we've ended up with a really spectacular sky. How good is that? Still at f8, ISO 640. It's giving me about 1/125th of a second shutter speed. Alright, I think that's about the last of the light now. There is still a little bit there to be had, but I've got some good shots and I'm feeling some spots of rain, so I'm going to head back to the van. But it does really go to show that, you know, there are cliches out there, but sometimes they're cliche for a reason. And you really do have to be there to get the shot. I'm so glad that I did come out tonight. I'm also really glad that I changed position because I wasn't really getting the compositions that I wanted down there. I got the tower up here, the subject that I wanted, and it actually really worked even though I thought it wasn't going to. You know, again, it just shows that you have to be there in the right spot at the right time to get the shot. That's about it for this video, so a huge thank you for watching. If you're a regular, Massive thank you for that. I really appreciate you tuning in each week and watching these videos. But if you're new and you want to subscribe and you haven't done so yet, then you can just click down there on the big red button, or over here on this picture of me. That way you'll stay up to date with everything I'm doing each and every week. There's a new video every Sunday morning at 10 AM UK time. So I hope you'll join me next week for the next one. Until then, thanks a lot everyone, and bye for now.